Major Anderson is here. Investigate this facility. I will meet you on the other side.
It's too quiet. We could be walking into an ambush.
Agreed. However, close quarters recon is the sole domain of the pilot.
It's true. Make less noise than you do.
Agreed. Titans were not built for stealth.
Overseer requests all teams working on the Ark analysis report to the lecture hall for General Marder's presentation.
Problems maintaining stability. I think we're ready for testing. You're forgetting.
What just happened?
There are distortions throughout this facility, and they appear to be causing a rift in time. I advise caution until we have further information.
A rift in time? How does that happen?
Unknown. Militia SRS has documented several cases on other planets. A common feature of such rifts is a massive energy surge. Be careful, pilot.
Decisively neutralize.
Yes, pilot, may I help you?
But lest we lose sight of the bigger picture, remember those losses are ultimately replaceable by the inexorable march of human reproduction. By decisively neutralizing them.
Yes, pilot, may I help you?
Reminder. Identification.
What happened to everyone here?
Their bodies have aged unusually. However, some show signs of weapon fire.
Hopefully Anderson's alive.
Anderson is a veteran SRS pilot. He has survived multiple covert missions within enemy territory. Strange. I'm picking up traces of my own data signature within this area. The distortions must be affecting my scans. Interesting. I'm detecting traces of a massive energy explosion throughout this facility. However, your helmet data does not detect the same in the other timeline.
Dr. Jefferson Boyle, Log 1. Looks like they went forward with the Ark test, despite my warnings to postpone, but what Martyr wants, Martyr gets. I don't know how I survived, but I did. For now. Tried all the exits, but I'm trapped. Damn place is locked down good. All I have is hope. That's what I get for picking a lab underground. What can I say? I like archaeology.
Dr. Altamirano, log 7.6. General Marder is gone. He's making us stay to complete the test. I don't trust this thing. The Ark is unstable.
Dr. Jefferson Boyle, Log 2. I found myself a standard IMC survival kit, which provides me with enough flavorless rations to keep me alive for a few days. I'm hoping that's all I need. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get creative. I hate getting creative.
None of these remains match the genetic profile of Major Anderson. He may still be alive. I recommend you check the main lobby of reception. I would accompany you, but unfortunately my chassis will not fit through the door.
Oh, lucky you.
I detect sarcasm. Major Anderson's exact location is unknown. It is possible he proceeded through the entrance of the reception lobby.
This is Dr. Colby Marvin. I don't know how to explain it, but a Vanguard-class Titan just appeared out of nowhere. The test is still underway. It will be completed.
Major Anderson's exact location is unknown. It is possible he proceeded through the entrance of the reception lobby.
The trial run of the Ark will continue as planned, but you have to get security to evacuate all Tier 1 personnel. General Marder and his key team members are transferring to remote observation.
BT, I found Anderson. He's, in the ceiling.
Objective complete. We have rendezvoused with Major Anderson.
It's cold, BT.
Correct. Anderson's current temperature is 17 degrees Celsius, below the threshold of human survival. Pilot, if you hand me Anderson's helmet, I will analyze it. With the death of Anderson, command of Special Operation 217 now transfers to you. Congratulations on your field promotion, Pilot Cooper. The following is Anderson's mission briefing from Commander Sarah Briggs of the Militia SRS.
Major Anderson, 2 weeks ago we intercepted IMC comms. They found something on Titan. A massive blast of energy was discharged at this location, creating time distortions. I want SRS on the ground to infiltrate the facility.
Roger that. I'll get some answers.
This wrist-mounted device we recovered during Operation Grizzly should protect you. We know the IMC have contracted Kuben Blisk and his mercenaries to protect something critical there, so watch your back. And Anderson, you know how much I love writing death reports, so don't go it alone. The SRS is a team.
Pilot, the data Major Anderson collected appears to be incomplete. We are duty-bound to uphold and fulfill Special Operation 217. Recommend we locate Anderson's wrist-mounted device before proceeding.
I didn't see any device on Anderson.
It must be on the other half of his corpse. I detect a breach in the security services building. I will provide access. I will remain here and scan the ring structure while you investigate the facility for intel and the missing device.
There's gotta be an easier way, BT.
I will work on it.
advanced cloaking package.
Copy that. Laser meshes are online. Sending a team to investigate.
Dr. Alexander Darren, log 14.6. The intruder has some kind of advanced tech and is slaughtering our response teams. Tyler and Wildlife Research said 2 teams were taken out at the elevator banks in a matter of seconds. By one guy.
Security lockdown measures are being temporarily activated due to a minor security breach in your area. Thank you for your patience.
sorry, Anderson.
Personnel and research teams proceed directly to the nearest emergency shelter access.
Pilot Cooper, I have transferred some of my AI functions into your helmet in order to permit communication across time shifts.
Spotted him heading towards wildlife research. Get the rest of the eggheads evacuated and set up a choke point.
Additional laser meshes are online. Let's box him in.
On a visual, it's the pilot! Spotted him heading towards wildlife research. Get the rest of the eggheads evacuated and set up a choke point.
Additional laser meshes are online. Let's box him in.
Spotted him heading towards wildlife research. Get the rest of the eggheads evacuated and set up a choke point.
Additional laser meshes are online. Let's box him in.
Contact! We are under attack! Spotted him heading towards wildlife research. Get the rest of the eggheads evacuated and set up a choke point.
Additional laser meshes are on. Let's box him in.
Pilot outside. Contact with the intruder, but his movement is erratic.
Will Dr. Colby Marvin please report to robotic engineering for design review? Dr. Colby Marvin, engineering.
security. Beta 4, you copy? Beta 4, what is your position?
We have to leave.
We're going forward with this. The test must be completed.
Pilot, a fragment of Anderson's damaged log may be relevant here. Activating log playback.
Anderson log 341. The IMC found something, all right. It can fold space and time. It sure as hell didn't build it, but they're restoring it. Whatever they're planning, it's potentially catastrophic. Anderson out.
Pilot spotted! Weapons free! Contact! If we don't test the Ark's power now, we may never have another chance. Zulu 6, prep the Ark for delivery. Negative on visual. My squad is down. I need backup. Lost visual. Hostile in the area. Baseline, watch your angle. Anyone see where he went? Negative on visual. Got eyes on, 35 meters down. Pilot outside.
Anderson's log 342. The fold weapon's power source is called the Ark. Doesn't look like they've perfected the casing. This one's empty. The Ark must be somewhere else. Anderson out.
Ark prepped for delivery and en route to the test chamber.
Dr. Ehrenberg, log 11.4. Further research still leaves questions about the fold weapon and its intended purpose. I don't think we're using it right, and that may cause a problem. Marder thinks it's worth it. Well, I'm going on record. This is a bad idea.
Dr. Jefferson Boyle, log 3. I had to get creative. Failed experiments on Typhon's indigenous wildlife are unfortunately next door. In other words, I cooked a prowler. Tasted like chicken, if chicken was a weird dinosaur-like creature injected with IMC meds and steroids. On a lighter note, I think I found a way to upload these logs to what's left of the IMC network here. Maybe someone's monitoring. Here's to hope.
Spin up the outer rings. Test sequence will commence once the Ark is in place.
Marder's log 21B, human specimen 3.4. The experiments on the IMS Odyssey's colonists are underway. Soon we will discover the long-lasting effects the Ark has on organic matter and brain function.
Dr. Jefferson Boyle, log 4. Alright, my logs are on the network, but unfortunately, I'm out of Prowler, so I'm pretty disappointed. I've moved on to the vines and plants growing throughout this facility. It's raining non-stop, so I have water. At least I think it's water. Yeah, it's water. It's definitely water. I think. I gotta go run some tests.
What is that? 10-30.
Successfully delivered to both weapons. Commencing test run.
Pilot, the rings at my location contain a large amount of residual energy. This was the Ark's final destination. Anderson's plan indicated a recon mission within close proximity to the center of the active rings.
You want me to do what?
If we can obtain the Ark's energy signature, the militia fleet will be able to track its current location in the present day.
Dr. Jefferson Boyle, log 5. Okay, good news. Test came back negative. It is water. Bad news, literally everything else. Nothing's good. I think it's time I get out of this place. I've managed to breach a hole in the wall. Leads up to the main campus. I'm about 100 meters underground. I have no idea how long it'll take me to get to the top because I'm horrible at math. But I am an archaeologist. I've done some climbing before. Just don't know what I'll find when I get up there, but I have no choice. Okay, I have a choice, but right now, it's not to die. So that's it. This is my final entry. Wish me luck. See you soon, Hope. Dr. Jefferson Boyle, signing off. Over and out. Nice. Whatever. Bye.
They were targeting this planet's moon as a test. This damn thing was just a test. One of our own planets is next. They're going to hit Harmony. And they moved up the timeline. I have to get this intel to Sarah.
Hold it right there, pilot. I've located
That was Major Anderson's final recording. Cooper, based on your recon of this facility, I may have a plan. Meet me outside.
I would like to spend some time today to talk about the value of human life. There is no value to human life. Now that I have your attention, to be more precise, human life to a certain limit is expendable. We are self-perpetuating yet self-destructive, adaptable yet flawed, and always resource-intensive. We are endless consumers of resources. But most relevant to our research here is one undeniable fact, that human life is abundant. Overpopulation of any colonized world is a given. Through the lens of cold objectivity, it is irresponsible to say that all individuals on such worlds are actually indispensable. Millions of humans die across the colonized worlds every day by any number of causes. Human life is expendable. Now our problem is twofold. On the one hand, we are faced with a hostile frontier populace opposed to our commercial pursuits for the greater good. And on the other hand, there is a never-ending cry for natural resources, demanded of us by the greater populations of the core systems. We must have order on the frontier if we are to achieve true progress, but the militia, in its provincial myopic lack of vision, refuses to accept this. Thus, we are at war. Now the bitter truth. Reinforcements from the core systems will not arrive for several more years. The militia gains strength day by day, taking back one planet after another. Our choices are limited. Drastic action must be taken. Again, I remind you all of one simple truth, that human life is abundant. And, as distasteful as it may sound, human life is, in truth, expendable. And so that brings us to this planet Typhon, where we have discovered a gift, a machine that will do more than change the tide. Call it fate, call it evolution, call it what you will. The truth is, we have discovered our resolution, and in it lies a weapon with a powerful ability to fold space and time. We don't know who built it, but we do know that it is quite old. And most importantly, we have learned enough to bring it to life. As we use this fold weapon, we will manipulate space-time targeting anything we desire, sundering entire planets. Our restoration efforts in the mountains are nearly complete, but one task remains. We must complete a small-scale test here first, to tune the power source, or the arc,
as our colleagues tend to call it. Once we have accomplished this, we will transfer the power source, the Ark, to the full-scale site, and destroy one populated militia planet and then another, until they capitulate. We will open an Einstein-Rosen bridge sending through thousands of concentrated gravitational waves. This will rip apart and sunder every molecule, every atom, and every living thing we target, resulting in total loss of life. But lest we lose sight of the bigger picture, remember those losses are ultimately replaceable by the inexorable march of human reproduction. By decisively neutralizing the militia forces, we will in fact safeguard the existence of the human race, extending its reach and power towards a prosperous and bright future.
Personnel have now been deployed in all non-combatant sectors. Please display security credentials clearly to avoid accidental termination. Thank you.
I would like to spend some time today to talk about the value of human life. There is no value.
Automated security personnel, please target all non-violent
I recommend you meet me at the rings in order to scan the Ark's energy signature. Pilot, I have located the controls to extend the bridge to the rings. I have marked it on your HUD. It appears that whatever actions you took in the past have caused the remaining automated security systems to be quite hostile towards us in the present. Pilot control initiated. Uphold the mission. I have marked the bridge controls on your HUD. You will need to extend the bridge before the fold weapon test bed explodes.
There goes that Titan! Where'd it come from?
mission. I have marked the bridge controls on your HUD. You will need to extend the bridge before the full weapon test bed explodes. Transferring controls to pilot. Pilot mode engaged.
This is Dr. Colby Marvin. I don't know how to explain it, but a Vanguard-class Titan just appeared out of nowhere.
Controls transferred to pilot. Pilot, I have located the controls to extend the bridge to the rings. I have marked it on your HUD.
Dr. Jefferson Boyle, log 2. How much of a standard IMC survival?
Pilot control initiated.
Flavorless rations.
Dr. Altamirano.
Controls transferred to pilot.
Dr. Jefferson Boyle, log 1. Looks like they went forward with the...
Uphold the mission. I have marked the bridge controls on your HUD. You will need to extend the bridge before the fold weapon test bed explodes.
The trial run of the Ark will continue as...
Pilot, I've located the controls to extend the bridge to the rings. I have marked it on your HUD.
safety protocols. Initiate the test immediately.
Copy that. Do not allow the intruder to reach the Ark under any circumstances.
PT?
Well done, pilot. Scan complete. As Anderson discovered, the IMC intend to destroy the militia planet of Harmony using the full-scale version of this weapon. Pilot Cooper, our journey is far from over. We must get this data to the fleet.